There are two little known sales secrets that will help you grow your landscaping business in a really aggressive manner. And when I first discovered these, they were revolutionary to me. I had never heard of them. I had no idea it was possible. But when I implemented this, I immediately started being more profitable. I immediately started closing a significant amount more of the estimates that I put out there, like 3 or 4 or 5 times more, because I ended up getting close to a 90% close rate. And I'm super excited to talk to you about that on today's show. I'm Gabe Arnold, and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. So when I first discovered this secret, I was shocked and I didn't believe it would work, to be honest. But it actually became a really powerful tool in my sales tool set. And it's part of what we teach in our C.E.O. method here at Landscape Marketing Hero. It's part of what we talk about here on the Green Mountain Podcast for a reason, because I want everyone to have the ability to grow their landscaping business to the level that they want. I want to make sure that it's profitable. I want to lower the stress and the confusion and the frustration that happens when we don't have the skills that we need as it relates to sales and other things. And so that's what we're going to dive into, is these two secrets. And just like I mentioned on some earlier episodes, we teach the C.E.O. method, which the C stands for consistent branding. The E stands for effective sales, which is what we're really going to dive into a lot today. And then the O stands for operational habits. When you master those three pillars in your business, you have the ability to continually grow and go up the green mountain all the way to a $10 million plus landscaping company. And so as we talk about effective sales, again, this is one of those things where it's a skill that we need to practice and learn. And it's just like any other skill. Again, you've learned to, cut straight lines when you mow. You learn to edge correctly. You learn how to take care of different plants. You learn how to plow snow in the winter, or do the designs and build the retaining walls and do all those different things, right? We learn those by observing, by practicing. Early on, I know when I was building things, I would fail it. I would have to tear things out and redo it. As early on, that's how some of us learn. But that's okay. And with sales, it's the same thing. Regardless of where you feel like your skill level is today, the awesome thing with sales is that you can continually level up and do more and learn more, perfect your skills. And out of that, you can actually generate more profitable sales. You can work for the right customers in your community, and you can grow a business. And we also talk about in our growth map how you can recruit awesome employees so that you can have sales, recruit enough employees, have sales, recruit enough employees, and it can be in tandem so you're not stuck with too many employees and not enough work, or too much work and not enough employees. That has happened to the best of us. And so we have a process and a method that will help you avoid that. But the first secret in sales that I want to share with you today is that you should actually get paid up front before you even leave your home or your office or your shop, wherever you take your calls. You should get paid up front before you go out and give an estimate. And I know that's not something that's done a lot in the landscaping space, but it is something that's very standard practice in so many different industries. And one of our missions here at Landscape Marketing Hero is to make sure that landscapers all around the country have the ability to be, growing professional businesses, treated well by their prospects and customers, and have the foundational things in place that will allow them to grow and scale their business. And so there's actually a process that we talk about in our growth map that gives all the specifics. It's a little bit more detailed than I can get into in the show today, but I do want to just touch on some of the basics. So we actually have a process, a script, the tools and recommendations that show you how, when a prospect calls, you actually get to charge them a small fee before you even write their estimate. And that, again, that may sound like something foreign. You've never done that before. It might be even a little bit scary. It was super scary for me, but we have a process that will allow you to make that risk-free for your prospect. So there's no risk to them, but they're happy to do it. And it also cuts down on the time that you spend going to give estimates to people who were too cheap and were never going to hire you anyway, or were not your ideal customer. And you should, in the ideal, only work for your perfect customer, right? You should only work for the people that can afford you, are willing to pay you prices that make you profitable, are going to stick with you for many years. And so part of this fee up front that we teach you how to charge allows you to screen out the people that were never going to hire you anyway. So if we think about, just make up an average week, let's say that in this coming week, you currently have to give out 8 estimates, which is awesome. That means there's calls coming in, that your consistent branding is working, things are headed the right direction. But of those 8 estimates you give, odds are you will probably only win 1 or 2 if you're talking to customers who can afford you and who want your services and know who you are and what you're about. But what happens pretty frequently is we go out and we give those estimates. We spend a bunch of time. We're driving there. We may write something up on the spot. Some projects you have to go back to the shop and you have to design what you're going to build and then provide the estimate. And you can spend 8 hours, 16 hours, 20 plus hours. Who knows? You can spend a lot of time for customers who are never going to hire you anyway. And it's actually a waste of their time. It's a waste of their time for them to meet with you when they weren't going to hire you. It's a waste of your time. And anytime that we're wasting time, we're creating a deficit of time, which ultimately leads to a deficit of profits and revenue in our company. So again, in our growth map, we show you a process where you can charge a fee up front that's totally risk-free for the prospect, and then it filters out people who weren't going to ever, go with your estimate anyway. That's the first thing and the first secret that we teach. The second one is that there is a way to know exactly what you're going to earn revenue-wise every single month before the month even starts. So can you imagine, like, it's the first of the month and you already know what you're going to earn for that month? And can you imagine, like, it's wrapping up towards the end of the month and you already know what the next month is going to hold as far as revenue for you? When you have consistent, reoccurring, automated revenue coming in, that gives you stability, which allows you to invest more in consistent branding. It allows you to hire employees because you already know what you're going to be making. It allows you to instill those operational habits and get the support that you need for your marketing, for your operations, for your office support, for your, getting an accountant in, getting things legally handled, paying your insurance. There's so many aspects to a business, but it's a struggle when we don't know what our revenue is going to be like. And we actually show in our growth map a process where you can put all of your customers on reoccurring payments. You can set it up in a budget so they pay you all year long. You can use a strong contract. And we have great legal resources that we can point you to make sure everything's legal, because we are not attorneys, but we can point you to a great group of attorneys at a really, really affordable price, which is awesome too. You won't even believe it when we show you that. But you can actually set up a process where your customers are going to pay you the same amount of money every month, and you can put them on a year-long contract, even if it's a real small project. And that way, you'll immediately be able to look at your financials and go, awesome, next month I know I have these 10 or 20 or 200 customers, whatever it is for the size business you're in right now, and they're going to be making this payment. And because you have that reoccurring cash flow, that is what I always say, the holy grail of entrepreneurship is when you have reoccurring cash flow. So our process shows you exactly how to do that. And so I'm excited to share that with you. If you're interested, just reach out. We're here to help you. And on tomorrow's show, I'm going to share with you 3 key operational habits that will help you also stabilize and grow your business. So I look forward to seeing you on the show tomorrow. If you're ready to begin your journey up Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low stress, high profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketing